She went to the hospital alone to give birth, but the moment the doctor saw her baby, he broke down in tears. She arrived with no one by her side. No husband, no family, no one to hold her hand as the contractions grew stronger and harder to endure. All she carried was a small suitcase, an old sweater, and a heart that had been shattered long before the labor began. Her name was Lucia Herrera. At just 26, she had already learned the painful truth that becoming a mother can mean becoming a completely different person overnight. At the front desk of San Gabriel Hospital, a nurse greeted her with a polite smile. "Is your husband on his way?" Lucia forced a small, familiar smile. "He'll be here soon." It was a lie she had told so often, it almost felt real. The truth? Adrian Vega had left 7 months earlier, the very night she told him she was pregnant. No yelling, no arguments, no emotional goodbye. He simply packed his things, said he needed time, and never came back. Lucia cried for weeks, until one day she didn't. Not because the pain disappeared, but because she had nothing left inside to carry it. She worked extra hours, saved every penny, and every night she rested her hand on her belly and spoke softly to her baby. "I'm not leaving you," she whispered. Labor began before dawn. It lasted 12 exhausting hours, wave after wave of pain that stole her breath and pushed her to her limits. "Please let my baby be safe," she kept repeating. At exactly 3:17 p.m., her baby boy was born. His cry filled the room, strong, clear, full of life. Lucia sank back against the pillow, tears streaming down her face. But these tears were different. Relief, love, everything she had fought through. "Is he okay?" she asked, her voice trembling. The nurse smiled warmly while wrapping the baby in a soft blanket. "He's perfect." But just as she was about to place him in Lucia's arms, the door opened and everything changed. The attending doctor stepped in, a man in his late 50s, calm and experienced, someone who usually brought instant reassurance. Dr. Esteban Vega. He picked up the chart, walked closer, and looked at the newborn. Just once. That was all it took. He froze. The color drained from his face. His hand trembled slightly. And then, something no one in the room expected. His eyes filled with tears. "Doctor?" the nurse asked, uneasy. "Is something wrong?" He didn't answer. He couldn't. His gaze was fixed on the baby's face. The shape of the nose, the curve of the lips, and just beneath the left ear, a small crescent-shaped birthmark. Lucia struggled to sit up, panic rising quickly. "What's wrong? What happened to my son?" The doctor swallowed hard, his voice barely steady when he finally spoke. "Where is the baby's father?" Lucia's expression turned cold. "He's not here." "I need his name." "Why does that matter?" she snapped, fear turning into anger. "Tell me what's wrong with my baby." He looked at her, his eyes heavy with something deep, something long buried. "Please," he said softly, "tell me his name." Lucia hesitated, then answered, "Adrian Vega." The room fell completely silent. The doctor slowly closed his eyes. A tear slipped down his cheek. What he said next left everyone in shock. I know you're all very curious about the next part, so if you want to see more, please leave a yes comment below.